I attended a local Pokemon tournament. The thing is, I have not been to a Pokemon event in the past 2 months. Was this 2-month break good for my mental or bad for me? We're gonna go over that. But before we do, if you want to get good at Pokemon, click the link tree in the description. Let's get into it.
So the team I'm using is Eduardo Cunha's team. It's a balanced team with a Roaring Moon that's focused on utilities. So we have Breaking, Swipe, Knockoff, Tailwind. This one's pretty cool because it's focused on supporting the team members such as Ogerpon to help them really sweep, including Fluttermane and just a few other members that can really go into the offensive position in the right condition. So that's going to be very exciting, and I will see you guys at the event.
Then we filled out our team sheets and went right into round 1.
So I just won up against Preston. Yeah, he was playing Amelia Forbes / James Beck's LAIC team. The Bramblegat stuff, it was pretty straightforward. I feel like Ogerpon kind of did him in, but I was able to kind of win the Tailwind war by basically positioning my Roaring Moon inside of a way where I get up Tailwind the mid to late game. He went for it turn 1, and I was able to kind of punish him for that. So all in all, I thought I played pretty well. I was just like one step up, but you know, that's a pretty good start. Only 1-0, so there's 5 more rounds. So got a little bit to go, so I got to keep my head in the game. Going to go to 7-Eleven, get some quick food real quick. I'll see you guys there. We are here inside the 7-Eleven, so I'm on low carb. I'm on keto, so I'm trying to look for some keto options here. So maybe we can get some protein, maybe some healthy fats or something. But we gotta look for something to kind of start to consume here. Can't have any of these processed stuff. Carbohydrates, carbohydrate city. I do have some protein bars inside the back. So some protein bars could technically be good, but I want some fats, not really just protein. So maybe something like cheese. Here we go. We get some cheddar cheese, Colby Jack, then some eggs. That's the keto lifestyle, baby. That's how we do it. We have just secured the bag, got some eggs, got some cheese. We eating today for the ketogenic lifestyle. We are currently 2-0 at the Florida Premier Challenge. Pretty good so far. Better than I thought I was going to do because I'm a little bit rusty in terms of competing at tournaments myself. Last round, I was up against... I forgot his name, man. I'm so sorry if you're watching this, but you were a cool guy. You really were. Basically, he was playing like a Como, Arcanine, Tyranitar, the same team that won, I think it was Sacramento. Very good team. It was pretty straightforward. He led with like Bundle, Fluttermane game 1, got my Iron Hands, but I traded for his Iron Bundle. And I was able to kind of sweep him with just like a proper position with Landorus and Heatran. Because once Iron Bundle went down, then he lost his way to hit both Lando and Heatran, and then I was chill for the rest of the game. So that was kind of... awesome. Game 2, pretty straightforward. He led with Arcanine and Tyranitar. I just led with my Breaking Swipes, Roaring Moon, and just intimidated him. Got him to -2 very quickly. Swapped into a Will-O-Wisp on my Heatran to get a Flash Fire boost. I just started just kind of rolling at that point. 2-0, I have 3 more rounds of Pokemon to play. But before we do that, I absolutely need to get some water. So we're going to go to that 7-Eleven right there, which my excellent cameraman / editor is showing you. So let's get right in there. We have secured the 7-Eleven branded water. We got purified water. So, you could go ahead and theoretically waste your money and, buy a Zephyr Hills for 2 for $3. Or if you're smart, you could buy a 7-Eleven branded water for 2 for $2.50. So I thought that was genius marketing by them. And notice how they're right next to each other. They look exactly the same amount of ounces. I just thought that was funny. I don't want to point that out. All right, let's buy it. So now 3-0, just played the toughest match yet, so my opponent had like a Sylveon Dondozo team, so I was expecting something like, Parrish Trappy or like, like Parrish Dondozo, but that was not the case actually. So it was kind of weird though, because like they led Arcanine and then Sylveon, and I was like, this looks like it should be able to be easy to be beaten, but I didn't bring Heatran because there's a Dondozo, and I was terrified of it. I was like, oh shoot, I have no Fairy Resist without this. So I had to tear up my Roaring Moon into Poison, but then my Roaring Moon could not touch the Sylveon. So I was just kind of sat there in a really awkward position. Game 1, I remember it was in her favor. She was totally going to win 1,000,000%, but then I made a very clutch play where I switched in my Ogerpon on a Wave Crash, which allowed me to get up a Tailwind and then Breaking Swipes down that thing, the raid boss Dondozo until it was fainted. So, but then game 2 was much more in my favor. She opted to knock out Dondozo. She had a multi-skill Dragonite, so I was able to kind of use that with my Intimidate. Inner Focus could have been a bit annoying, but I didn't do that. So all in all, kind of a good set. So 3-0, looking forward to round 4.
Then I tried opening up this cheese, which as you can see turned out to be way more difficult than it should have been. I mean, dude, it's literally just some cheese. Like, I don't know why they made the packaging so hard to open. Either way though, we got it open, and now we are on to the next round.
We have just finished round 4, meaning that I am guaranteed top cut, cream of the crop, top of the top which means we have one more round of Swiss left. 4 out of 5 finished. So X1 guarantees top cut. However, you know, I don't want to take a loss today, so I'm going to try to go undefeated. Obviously, I want to win. That's the goal. That is the goal, to win. What I do want to say is I just played up against Robert. Robert's team was literally Riley's team, who's been like dominating, kind of like owning everyone with it. I've played pretty safely into it. I just kind of like slowed down the pace of the game, basically. I tried a few reads there, kind of able to get right, and I just kind of played just very straightforward. If I do play against Robert and cut, I do slightly fear that he probably knows, you know, how I'm going to approach it, so maybe he'll adjust. He's right there, by the way, so hopefully he hears our game, or he doesn't really hear us talking about this or our game plan. He totally hears, but that's okay.
Thank you so much, Riley Factura, for your amazing LAIC team, because King Gambit's broken.
King Gambit is broken. You heard it here first. VGC Corner. VGC Corner, 100 years, VGC Corner. VGC Corner, link tree in the description, VGC Corner. Dude, that's a cool car. Yo, check out that car right there. It's a Mustang, I think. Yo, that guy's so cool, man. Look at his car. It's like bright red. That's kind of a sick car. So I just won the last round, got my first game loss. So I was 8-0 in sets, and now I just finished 10-1. So I got my first game loss against Patrick. So that was a very close set. He played very well. Now I am about to play inside of top 8. I feel pretty good about it. I like my matchup. I was able to kind of just maneuver around a little bit. But yeah, outside of that, pretty good day so far. If I lose, it's whatever. I don't really care, but I just want to play my best. Going to go to that 7-Eleven right there to quickly get a little energy drink to kind of keep my, you know, energy nice and high. And then after that, we're going to end the day with Chipotle after our sets. So what's kind of cool about this, about 7-Eleven, is that they have all of the energy drinks. So check this out. They have the cola one. I love the cola one. Nope. Nope. They do not have the cola one. It's the Oasis for me. All right, we've been at this like place like 3 times now. This is like our 3rd time coming here, you know? So hopefully they don't get too annoyed by us, you know? Buying this Oasis.
So yeah, I ended in top 4. Was this something I was very stoked about? There's 2 sides of the coin. On one side, it was really bad because I didn't win, and I really wanted to win. But my rust was really starting to show off inside that last set. I played up against an opponent who was using Wheezing, and that was a really difficult matchup for my team. I wasn't quite used to it. And combined with that, he played extremely well and was able to outmaneuver me inside the best of 3. Now on the other side of the coin, did I enjoy my time? I absolutely did. After taking that 2-month break, I was able to finally enjoy the game again, because for a while it felt like it was a chore. But now I can say this with absolute confidence, I am back. I will see you all at regionals.